Behind me is the Hyundai Kona 2021 64 kilowatt hour small SUV, let's say. It's one of the best small SUVs, electric SUVs that you can buy on the market, on the EU market right now. And actually, it's so good that we bought one. It's quite a good car. We kind of love it, but it has many, many issues. Thankfully, most of them are software issues, but I really, really think they should improve on some of the issues that I've noted here, because there are many, and the good thing is they're software issues, so they can fix it. So let me go through these and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, here's my first problem with the car. I'm approaching the car already knows I'm here because I have the keys in my pocket. I can unlock it with this button. I'm getting in the car and the car is not on. The screens are not on, nothing is on. Even though I just unlocked the car knows I'm here. It's not showing me state of charge, it's not showing me the radio, nothing. I have to press this start stop button. At least it's not saying engine, but I have to press it while I'm pressing the brake pedal, and then it will start up and beep at me. Beep, beep, beep. What are these beeps? I have no idea. I have no idea. I didn't read the manual, to be honest, but I don't care. I just don't need these beeps. It's not representing anything. I don't care. Just turn on the car when I get in the car. Obviously, if you are getting in the car, you either want to listen to some music, you're either driving or something else, but you want the car to be on. It's not pulling that much power, so just turn it on when someone gets in. So I think you can do this by a software update because you know the keys here, and actually you can just do it when someone sits down on the seat because you already have the sensors there. So fix this experience because it's not good. The other thing I want to mention is that welcome noise sound or something. It's annoying. I want to turn it off. You can actually go in the settings and search for welcome sound or whatever it's called. Welcome sound. There you go. And you can actually turn it off. But wait, it is turned off. I turned it off and nothing happens. If you turn it on, nothing happens. This button is broken. If I turn it on, the same sound is playing. If I turn it off, the same sound is playing. Why is this button not doing anything? Just fix it. I don't want that sound. I don't like it. Another thing I don't like about the car is every single time I turn on the car, except for this beeping and this sound, there is a confirmation screen, something about legal, something, don't use the screen. I don't care. Why do you show me this every single time? It's not even going away quickly. I've read it 1,000 times. Just make me sign something or something like that. I don't want to see this every single time. Why can other car makers make it so that you don't have to see that screen every time? It's annoying. I don't want to see it. Moving back to this screen, there are so many things missing from this screen. There's no clock. I want to see the clock. I don't want to look over there all the time. I just want to see the clock here. Why is there no clock? Why is there no battery percentage? Do you really think I don't care if this is 55 or 60 or 63%? There's no way for you to know how charged the battery is unless you go into this screen and go into the EV menu. And there you go, 59%. How should I know if this is 59% or 63 or 67? Do you really think people with electric cars don't care about the percentage? It's one of the most important and the most checked thing on the car, the battery percentage. You should really show it on this screen as well. Just put it somewhere next to this or whatever, I don't care, put it somewhere. So on this screen, but not related necessarily to the screen, why is the auto lane keep assist turning on every single time? I don't need it. I don't want it. Please let me choose not to have it on every single time. I should be able to just go into the settings of the car, maybe here somewhere, vehicle, and just have it so that it does not turn on every single time. I don't need it. I don't use it. The roads are really bad where I drive. The markings on the roads are bad. So this is just every single time just beeping. So Every single time I get in the car, I just turn it off. Another thing I would like to have on all the time is the auto hold or the hill assist feature. I want this on. I just turned it on. Do you think I can turn this on so it turns on together with the car every single time? No, I cannot do that. Why? I have no idea. I have to turn it on manually every single time. Just put here an option so that the car turns it on every single time. And also that it does not turn on the lane keep assist. If it's a legal thing, make me sign something, I will sign it, and then you're not liable. Just don't turn it on every single time. So on this screen, you have to fix the range counter. It's inaccurate, it's bad, it's really, really bad. I can reset this trip, reset. I can also reset the overall trip. Here you go, reset. And even after driving, let's say at constant speeds on the highway or something, it's still showing some range calculated on past drives or whatever. If I reset everything, I want to have accurate range prediction. What's the point of showing me 400 kilometers if I can only do 300 at highway speeds? If I reset all the computers, it should reset the counter as well and give a new estimate. You cannot do that from here. You cannot reset anything, or here it's just a fixed number based on some old data that the car is gathering. It should be fixed so you can reset it and you can have an accurate range prediction according to your driving style or driving conditions at the moment. So please fix the range prediction. It's really, really bad that you cannot have an accurate range prediction. Thing on this screen, the fact that it's not very customizable. You can change these dials by changing the drive modes. I guess that's fine, even though these are not very interesting, but hey, you can at least change these. But other than that, there's no map view, like you can have the full map here. There's no interesting graphics, no other graphics, just these. You can go through the menus. They're quite boring. Other than these menu points, there's nothing customizable about this screen. And I think there should be a lot more information put in front of you, and this screen should be used for a lot more things than it is at the moment. It's just a big screen, a high resolution, a nice screen, but it's not used for anything. They should implement more things to this screen and use it for more things. You can actually see the directions if you go onto this screen and input a destination, let's say something, I don't know, whatever, this charger, and then navigate to that one. The route guidance will start. It will actually tell you to go left and right, whatever. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so it doesn't really know anything. But yeah, it's useful, but a full map would be really nice. A lot of car makers are doing that. I think Hyundai should implement that as well. Another thing that I think is wrong with this car, and Hyundai will probably not fix it, is the pedals. Here you can adjust the regen of the car, and if you pull on these pedals, there's no regen right now, and if you pull on that one, then there's more and more regen. Actually, while you are driving, you can pull this and it will apply full regen for the second or a few seconds that you're holding this. So that's really, really cool. However, if you put full regen on and do the opposite, so hold this for no regen, then it's not doing anything. That's something that I don't know who forgot to do this, but there's nothing happening when you pull the other one. But overall, I think this one should increase the regen because it's going that way. It's going that way, and you're pulling on this, and this one should actually decrease the regen, but it's doing exactly the opposite. Every single person that sat in this car and drove this car, my friends or family or whoever drove this car, every single person said, why is the pedal doing exactly the opposite thing? And I was like, I have no idea. Okay, I have a few more things to tell you about this screen, but first let me talk about this screen because this one could be better as well. First of all, the maps that Hyundai is using, TomTom maps, at least in Romania where I'm filming, is quite bad. The maps are super outdated. The chargers are just non-existent on the map. So many chargers that have existed for a couple of years now are just missing from this. Even though I'm on the latest software, the latest map update, streets are missing. One-way streets are marked with the wrong direction. Things are missing, so the map is just quite bad. Maybe in other countries it's good, but in Romania it's quite bad. I really wish they would just use Google Maps. Here's another thing. If you go into the EV menu and go into EV settings, the winter mode is not working. I tried it so many times, -10, -15 degrees. The battery would just not heat up. Even if you navigate to a charger, the car would not start heating up the battery, and I would arrive to the charger with the really cold battery, 0 degrees, under the 0 degrees battery, and I would get really bad charging speeds. I think this feature is broken. Please fix it. I want to be able to heat up the battery if I'm on a long trip or something like that, to have decent charging speeds, because it's really not fun to arrive to a high power charger and just charge at 20-25 kilowatts, because this winter mode thing is broken, especially if you navigate to a destination which is a charger. Even if you don't have this on, it should start heating up the battery, and with this on, the battery should be warm all the time. So please update this and fix it so it works properly. Thank you. Something they actually just fixed with the last update is this screen would reset all the time. Everything would be lost. All your profile settings, all your climate settings, phone, Bluetooth, whatever maps you have, home address, everything. It would just factory reset everything, and everything would be lost. It would do it every 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, and it was really frustrating. With the latest update, they fixed it, and now the Android Auto is crashing. So they fixed one thing, they broke something else. I had some issues where I plugged in the phone and nothing would come up, and then I would go into the Android Auto thing, and it would not show up my map that I've already opened, and things like that. So Android Auto is now not working properly, but at least this screen is not resetting. So I guess that's a good thing. I have no idea. They should fix Android Auto as well. What else that's missing from this screen? If you go into your profile, here you go, and blah blah, you have a download backup file, but you have no create backup file or do a manual backup or something like that. You cannot program a schedule, so it would create backups every week or something like that. You only have a download backup file. You have to actually go into your phone and create a backup from your phone for some reason. Why does this menu not have a create backup? Maybe you want to disconnect the 12-volt battery, maybe you want to do something and you want to do a backup. There's no option to do that, only a download backup file. So please add something like a schedule backup and also a create manual backup option. Okay, another thing I want to show you is the quiet mode. I really like the quiet mode because I have a kid, and a lot of times when we are driving, it's actually nice to have the quiet mode on. I would really like if the quiet mode would also implement the quietness here in the dashboard. A lot of warning messages, the lane keep assist and everything else is beeping, constantly beeping, even when the quiet mode is on. Why? I have no idea. Also because TomTom Maps is really bad. Sometimes I drive on a street that TomTom or the car thinks that is one way. The whole car starts to yell at me to turn around. I'm in a wrong way street or whatever, and it doesn't matter if I have the quiet mode on or off. It's really stupid. The quiet mode should limit everything to 7% or whatever, and all the beeping and everything should not take place. You should make the screen blink or whatever and just flash it red or something, but please don't play all the beeps and everything when the quiet mode is on. I would really like to have the quiet mode as quiet as possible. That's why I turn it on. Speaking of things to be improved, when you change something in the ventilation, this widget comes up, which is nice, but you can barely see anything. Let me show you again. Okay, I have the level 2 ventilation, but where's the air coming out of? I will change the air now. Can you see something? Not really. Because it's really hard to see. You have to really pay close attention to what the screen is showing you. I think this should have a little bit more contrast, because when the sun is shining on the screen, you can actually not see what's happening there. So a lot of the times I just have to lean close and look at it to see, okay, now the air is coming from whatever, from to my feet or whatever. So I think this screen should have a little bit more improvement. And also, if you press the climate button, the whole screen shows the climate things, which is good, but I can actually not use the touchscreen to do anything. Why can't I use the touchscreen to change something? I have no idea. I mean, it's good to have buttons. I really like to have physical buttons, but I should also be able to just press something here and change it from here as well. Why not have two options? So like I said, the navigation is quite bad. I don't like the TomTom maps. Another thing I don't like is if you go into Hyundai Live and look for live charging stations, at least in Romania, it's not showing anything. Also, if you go into navigation and look for points of interest, you actually have gas stations. Why would you need gas stations? I have no idea, but you have gas stations. Do you think the EV charging station list is up to date? No. But you have the gas station list, so there you go. Okay, I have a few more things to show you, but these are related to driving, so let's have a drive and then I will show them to you. So now I'm on the highway. I'm just speeding up, and I will turn on the lane keep assist, and I will turn on active steering, and I will show you what happens if you're not paying attention. So I will just cruise at I don't know, 90 or something like that. There you go, and I'm not touching the wheel. So after a couple of seconds it will beep, and then if you don't pay attention it will beep even more. I will just show you that now. So it just popped up this message. There's no sound warning. I really like that there's no sound warning. Maybe you're not paying attention, but you actually see the message, so you can just put your hands on the steering wheel. But if you are not paying attention, it starts to play a sound, a beeping sound. That's good. I really like that. And then if you're not paying attention for even more time, then it actually will do something that I don't really like. Just wait a few more seconds and we will see what happens. So there you go. The lane following assist, or the active steering, or whatever you want to call it, just turned off. And now the car is just going left and right between lanes. Now the car is just cruising at the same speed. It's trying to keep me between the lanes, going left, right, like a drunk person, and it's really not good. I think if somebody is not paying attention for this long, then maybe try to slow down, put on the hazard lights, maybe play some more sounds in the speakers really loud, something like that, so the person maybe wakes up or something like that. It's really not good that it's just cruising along with 90 kilometers an hour, and if there's a really bad turn, even the lane keep assist will turn off. I will just show you that in a second. So I will just show you what happens on a tight turn. The system sees the tight turn and it will just turn off. And I had to put my hands on the wheel quickly and correct it, because when there is a tight turn, it will just turn off without any warning. It will not tell you anything. It will take the turn for halfway, and then it sees that it cannot do it for some reason, and then it will turn off. It's really bad. It's quite dangerous, to be honest, and it's quite frightening that it's not showing anything on the screen. It's not beeping, not anything. It will just turn off completely. That's it. I will just show that to you one more time. The cruise control is off, but the steering assist and the lane keep assist is on. There's a tight turn and it's off. It will just turn off completely without warning, and it will just drive into the wall. If that's it, it will just drive into the wall. I don't know if that's even legal, but that's what it does. It just turns off. Now it turned off again, but this is not even a very bad turn. So please fix this, because it's quite dangerous, to be honest. Now that I'm driving, I want to also say that this screen should also have the average speed information there. Please implement the average speed information on these screens. It's really important for some people. I know you have it because you're doing the calculations there, so just add the average speed information on the drive and after recharge and everything screens. So I just arrived home, and another thing missing from the screen is after I turn off the car, I should really see also average speed and also time to reach. First of all, the screen goes away way too quickly. It should show you also your average speed. It should show you your time to recharge using a normal wall socket. It should show you time to recharge full with the full AC power that this car can pull. It should show you the full recharge time with DC power. It should show you a lot more information: remaining battery used. The whole screen is super big, high resolution, and it's not used for anything. I know a lot of EVs don't have any software updates. You have to go to the dealer to do the updates and whatever, but Hyundai is actually having a really nice software update program, even though it's not Wi-Fi, it's not over the air, which I would prefer, to be honest, but it's quite easy. You just need a USB stick and you can update the firmware and the software of the car, and you could implement all these things. Please do so. It would be really different experience, and the car would be a lot more usable, a lot more user-friendly, to be honest. Okay, I will show you just one more thing related to software and these screens, and it's also related to the charger. I will put the car to charge and I will show it to you just now. So there you go. You have your battery percentage, your actual kilowatts that you're pulling, the power that you're pulling, and the remaining time. This screen unfortunately goes away after just a few seconds. I actually left the window open so I can just show them to you, but the screen goes away after just a few seconds. Please leave this screen on while the car is charging. Also, you actually are leaving the screen on, but you're just disappearing. Make the battery percentage disappear. Why? I have no idea. Please leave it on. People that come up to the car would like to know, even the owner would like to know if the car is charging and what power it's pulling and so on. You actually have to open the door in order to make the screen appear again, even though the screen is on. You can see that the screen is on, but the charging information is now gone. Why is it gone? Why is it gone? I have no idea. It's just stupid. Please put it back. So the screen is so big. Why is the battery percentage and all this information just in this corner? Make it big. Make it on the whole screen. Make a big battery and make some, I don't know, animations or something. And more importantly, don't make the screen disappear after just a few seconds. You're leaving the screen on anyway. Just leave it on with this on the whole screen. Make information available like kilometers charged per hour, kilometers charged per minute. Make information available like time to 80%, time to 100%, stuff like that. You can do so much with this screen, and you're leaving the screen on, but you're making the battery percentage and everything, all the information that is important while you're charging, you're making it disappear. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea why you're doing this, and it's so stupid. So please implement these changes as well. Thank you. Okay, it's a few days later and I'm editing this video, and I realized I forgot to mention a few things. So here are the things I want to say in no particular order. I know with the 2021, 2022 models, you took out the VES, the artificial engine sound. I guess it's a EU regulation or something. I know you cannot turn it off, but at least give us an option to temporarily turn it off. Maybe turn it off for a minute, 2 minutes, something like that. Sometimes it's nice to have it off. I think you can turn it off in other cars temporarily, so give us an option to turn it off for a few seconds. Also, the same deal with the beeping sound when you put the car into reverse. In some cases it would be nice not to have the beeping sound. Maybe you can put a button here just to disable it one time only. It would be really nice. Also, you could lower the mirrors. You could add a button here to lower the left mirror, the right mirror. It would be just temporarily. You don't have to lower the mirrors every single time like BMW does. Sometimes it's stupid, it doesn't make sense, but sometimes it's actually really nice to lower the mirrors just by press of a button. So you could just add a button here below this one, somewhere here, to lower the left or the right mirror just by pressing a single button. It would be really nice. when you go into the EV menu and you go into charge management, charging current, it's really nice to have control over the AC charging power. You can reduce it, you can put it to minimum. However, it would be really nice to have a more granular setting so you can adjust the actual amps, or at least put like some more information about this here in the screen. I don't know what maximum is. I don't know what reduced is or minimum. Is reduced 10% or 20% lower than maximum? Is it 50% lower? Is minimum like 70% lower? I have no idea because you're not telling me how much it is. But it's nice to have. I really appreciate that this option is here. It would be just nice to have some more information about what these buttons are actually doing. So maybe you can add that. Also here in the charging screen, you have your eco driving, whatever, energy consumption history. This is nice to have, but I would really like to see a charge history as well. Put there the charge history. You already collect the information, you have the information somewhere stored, so maybe you can put here a charging history. Let's say you can say how many minutes it was it AC charging, DC charging, how many kilowatt hours, and so on. It would be really nice to have a charging history, and maybe you can put some totals as well, like total this week, total that month, something like that. So maybe you can add that as well. Thank you. And one more thing that's broken with the latest update, actually the last two updates, this has been broken. If you go into settings and vehicle, you used to have something like drive modes. You used to have an option to edit this drive mode button. What I mean by that is you could edit if you like full regen, half regen, or no regen and stuff like that. Now the drive modes edit is gone. You cannot find it. Actually, it's not gone. You can search for it. You can search for drive. There you go, drive mode. But if you tap this, then it just goes on this screen and it's not showing you the drive modes. But you can actually edit the drive modes if you search level 1. Let's see, level 1, then actually I think this is for eco 1, 2, 3, and then the other ones are for normal and for sport. So you can go in here and you can actually, there you go, you're editing the drive mode. One more thing on this screen, it would be really nice to just have level 0, because you are allowing me to put no regen. Let me just switch into drive. You are allowing me to put no regen on. There you go, there's no regen. So why not allow no regen as a default when you turn on the car? It would be really nice to have level 0 as a setting. Sometimes maybe when you switch to the normal drive mode or the sport, maybe you don't want any regen for some reason. Some people might not want it. So just some extra customization, I think it would be really nice to have. So this was the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with the issues that I've noted, if you agree that Hyundai should really think about fixing these issues, sending updates, and just implementing more features that are missing from these cars. And like I said, these are software issues, so most of them I think they could actually fix and update, so the car would be a much better software experience, a much better overall experience if they would issue some updates to fix these bugs, fix these missing features or features that are badly implemented, let's say. So let me know in the comment section if you find this video interesting, if you find it helpful. Share it, like it, and send it to people that you think would find it useful. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.